I just went live. I could have waited. Welcome to Black Girl Say Something, where this black girl has something to say. And it's December. Y'all saw when I decorated the tree, so this is a sneak preview of what the tree looks like. I bought this tree about 8 years ago. You invest in a good tree, you'll have it. It's a semi real tree, and it's pre-lit with like 6 or 8 light settings. So right now I have it on the white light, but when I decorated it a couple years ago, it does have like a multi-light setting. It flashes, it does so many different things. So I wanted to pop in because the plan for December is to go live every day this month. And let's see um, who we can connect with and who we can get in with. If you are a business owner, as you know, owning a podcast is a business, don't forget to file your BOI, your beneficial ownership report. So I'm going to be working on that, as well as I have my sisters here. They're not on camera, but there's some chits and some chats, and I want to kind of get into. It's day 1 of December, so you know it's officially Christmas, especially the day after Thanksgiving. It's Christmas, but we went. The plan is to go on a Christmas cruise, and with the help of look like it'll just be me and my sisters for the Christmas cruise. So I'm also a travel agent, so you know I'll be working on that to get that booked. But I want to talk about meeting your goals, setting your goals, and different ways to achieve your goals. Now, I myself am competitive, and I did do my vision board. I have to look at it. I made my vision board like my screensaver on my phone or my home screen or whatever, and I found that we have been doing that for how many years? Like the vision board, the digital vision board, 5 years.
Oh, digital since 20.
Yo, y'all been
Since
starting.
2020? Since 2020?
Y'all been with it.
Okay. So we've been doing a digital vision board. I think this is the first time on the digital vision board. I gotta look at it, but I don't think I met half of the things on the digital vision board. But this is the second year, so this would be the third year. But this 2 years in a row, we did the bingo goals. Because I like to have different aspects, right? So you want to look at your goals on the macro level and the micro level. So what is that big goal that you want to achieve, right? And then you set some little goals for that. So when you create your vision board, your vision is where you see yourself. But the bingo card goals are those little goals that you can hit throughout the year. I got bingo twice on my bingo card, and I wish if I could. Oh, I wish if I could share it. Let me see if I have my bingo card on my home screen. I don't have my bingo card on my home screen. Let me see. Let me log into my Canva. If y'all ain't on Canva, get you one. You did all but 3? I'm going to look at mine because of course, I'm live on my phone, so.
On a good card, have good boundaries, have more meaningful relationships.
Okay, goals. We're talking about what are your goals for 2025.
I'm in an okay place mentally.
Now, I had asked 2024 to give me more, and I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't specific enough. I said 2024, give me more, and 2024 was like, I bet you wasn't specific. Here you go, out the gate, problem after problem, issue after issue. Yeah, it definitely, I'm never one to really say if it's not one thing, it's another. I don't think I've ever really like dwelled on that saying. 2024 was the first year to make me feel that. 2024 was the first year to make me feel that. So, okay. So, on my vision board, I curated my digital vision board to have more pictures of myself in the things that I've already done and the things that I'm already doing. So there's a picture of me with the podcast, which I did excel in that. I did go more with the podcast as far as being on YouTube more. We grew the YouTube. We started it in January or December of last year. and grew the YouTube to over, when it started, it had like only 12 followers and grew it to 333 of y'all.
You got
Okay,
20.
okay, angel number.
You got 20.
Oh, I had 20. Sorry, correction. 20 and grew it to over 333 of y'all. So there's a picture of me on my vision board sitting with my Black Girl Say Something shirt on. There's a picture of me on a cruise, and I think that was from our first Christmas cruise that we took. I have last year I exceeded my cruise comings and goings. I didn't get to do that this year as much as I would have liked to, but I did have on my bingo card a solo cruise, and so I didn't get to do that either. But here's the great thing about the bingo card. I told you I've been doing it for 2 years. And so what happens is whatever I didn't do on the 2023 bingo card, honestly, I meditate on it and see, is that something that I still need to do? Is that something that I might have achieved and forgot that I achieved it? And then for the 2023 bingo card, because I did get bingo, I'm actually clearing out a good portion of the bingo card. So you don't ever want to place yourself in a place where you feel like you never gonna achieve your goals. Like there's always time to achieve the goals. Now the question is, do you still need to achieve that goal? What's the purpose? You can pivot and create new goals. So if the goal is dependent, if the goal is dependent upon what it is that you want, for example, if you know you want to be a person who has better, healthy communication, there's either classes you can take to help you with communication. You can get out and network more. If this is in business, right? If you're in college, take those classes seriously. There's always like an intro class. What's the intro class for communication in college? Speech 101 or something?
Intro to public speaking.
Intro to public speaking. So take that seriously. Or if you are somebody who, when it comes down to expressing how you feel, therapy is there. Like find what is going to help you reach your goal. Now sometimes when you get to a place where you feel like you no longer want to reach that goal, it's not because it's unattainable, it's because you probably don't have the resources. So like for me, one of my vision board things, because I see myself as a picture of me on a cruise, would have been to travel more. But the resources wasn't there this year. But they're gonna be there next year. So we just gonna claim that, okay? A picture of me from my birthday. What birthday was this? The 36th birthday. It's me. It's a spotlight. Now, to somebody else looking at that picture, they're like, "Oh, she's just so cute. That's a cute picture." No, I put myself out there in the spotlight more. I was going through my content, and I was on the microphone every chance I got. Every networking event, I'm gonna get up on that microphone. Not that I didn't used to do it before, but I kind of got away from that because I would just figure people know me, they know me. If they don't, they don't. No, I started putting myself out there more. I started putting myself on the spot, putting myself in a position to be more in the spotlight. So that's on my vision board. Of course, we always want more money, more traveling, more money. I also put on there I want to love what I do. And I've gotten to the point where I do. Many of you know I was a professor at one point, and when I stopped loving it, I just stopped doing it. It's just that simple. When you stop loving something, you just stop doing it. You disconnect yourself from it. And you go forward in what it is that makes you happy and what it is that you would like to do. Now, I have a baby mouth. I want to drink my tea, but it's too hot. Now, y'all might see me burn my mouth on camera.
Just put it down. You want some water instead?
That shit hot. I didn't pick myself
It's too
up.
hot. Yeah, you can see the steam on it.
What's up?
Um, Sorry, had to take a quick little break. Another thing that's on my vision board that was linked to traveling um, is another picture. I think that might be my sister sitting looking at the ocean when he was in El Salvador. El Salvador, cause I do want to go there. Cause I was supposed to go a couple years ago. Is this picture?
Yeah,
I was
that
supposed to
is
go
me.
there a couple years ago.
I want a cat.
And then more self-care. I did put two pictures unrelated, but more self-care, more sit-down baths. I have a two-bathroom house. There's two bathrooms in my house. One only has a shower, and the other one has a bath. And so I realized I hadn't taken a bath, a sit-down bath, in a long time. So I was able to take a good soak, and that was really refreshing. Some Epsom salt with some what it had in it, eucalyptus and lavender. That was like really refreshing. So that's was on there. Read more books. I did do that this year. I
You read a
did.
lot of books this year.
Yeah, I read quite a few books this year. So I'll probably see how I could drop a recommendation list in the description of this.
We had a mini book club for like a couple months there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see how I could drop the recommendation list of the books that I read this year. So I did add that to my list. There's one other thing on this list. I did not achieve it, and it was like it sent me into a panic attack. Um, Finalize my divorce. That didn't happen. Um,
When's those?
oh, I have on here the plane. So I did. Me and my son, we went to New Orleans. So not as much travel as I had last year, but I did travel this year. Whether it was a road trip, a quick weekend trip. Um, I did travel. And I did stay in quite a few hotels. I know I stayed at a hotel for my daughter's birthday because it was like my birthday too. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna before I take her on her little trip, I'll go spend some time by myself. Meditation. I started meditating more. Um, and there's a screenshot from the app, the affirmation app, where it's just 333, which is funny because there's 333 of y'all and this says 333, but the notification says wonderful things are happening to me and for me. Wonderful things are happening to me and for me. And you know what? That is your reality is whatever you want it to be. If you want to see problems in everything, you'll have problems in everything. If you want to see the good in something, you'll see the good in something. And this is not like in a weird disassociate way, like everything happens for a reason kind of thing. Because everything does happen for a reason, whether it's for good or bad. Things have to happen. Law of attraction, things essentially have to happen. You know, not everybody who goes to sleep has to wake up. Not everybody that wakes up is alive. Like, um, no, for real. Not everybody who's an adult is an adult. Some people are adult children. You know, some children are, have to take on the role of the adult. That's unfortunate. But with that being said, let me look at my bingo card. I started taking things off, but I messed up on the one from the year before where I didn't make a copy of it. I have just a paper copy, but I didn't keep the digital copy, which I should have done. But let me see, what was some of the things that I meant? I got bingo in 2 ways. And so get 100 podcast subscribers. That was over here on YouTube. Mm-mm. No, I'm talking about 2024. I don't really want to talk about the 2023 one because I ended up putting some of 2023 from the bingo card onto 2024. And so what had happened was, with some shifting around, like whatever I had met, but even though I didn't get bingo, I didn't just put it back on the bingo card. So this year, when I ended up clearing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 spaces that I had to clean out because I got bingo up and down under the O, bingo. Okay, so I'm back on. So I did see a video. So going back to resources, one of the things that I have on my bingo card is 10 pull-ups. Now, the reason why I attribute that to why I didn't get it is I wanted to go to a certain gym that has the assisted pull-up machine. But I had said just not too long ago, like 10 minutes ago, if you rewind it back, that if you don't meet your goals, you need to assess why you didn't meet that goal. Or if you do still want to meet that goal, figure out what resources can assist you with meeting that goal. Funny enough, I'm like, dang, I ain't get my 10 pull-ups this year. Guess what I see? A video on how to do these lat pulls and how much you need to be doing per rep, per body weight or whatever. And once you get to it, I saved it too. Once you get to the certain amount of your body weight, because once you get to that, then you could just go do 10 pull-ups. And she was like, not even 10, you could do 5. But it was oddly specific. She said 10, and it's me scrolling, because I be chronically scrolling, let's be honest. Scrolling, but I don't scroll. I scroll with the purpose though. But I'm scrolling, and I'm like, dang, I ain't get my 10 pull-ups. It just came to me like that. I'm like, dang, I ain't get my 10 pull-ups. And it was like, oh, want to be able to do 10 pull-ups? This what you got to do. Girl, what you mean? Now, now I'm tuned in, right? Because I'm like, oh, shoot, I want to do 10 pull-ups. So I didn't meet that goal, so that's going back on the bingo card. And I think I'll talk about more about the goals I didn't meet. So this way, I'm going to watch this video next year to hold myself accountable. Because, again, when I post content, I be watching back my content. I'm probably the most one in my views. If my number of views counted to the content, it's me. When it come down to listening to the podcast, we're on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Podvine. Honestly, you Google Black Girl Say Something, wherever we are, wherever you find our podcast, I be listening. I listen back to the episodes. I just recently, when it was around my birthday, I listened back to the very first October episode that I ever posted, which would have been, I turned 37 this year. That would have been when I turned 35. I listened back to that to see how far I've come. So it is definitely a testament to my growth. So I'll talk about the goals I didn't meet on my bingo card was get my split. I want to be able to do a split, but not just to be doing a split. It's about my hip mobility. I am getting older, and the older you are and you can maintain your mobility, the longer you have, in your in life. Like honestly, finalize my divorce, go on a solo cruise. Look like I might be getting that this year, cause solo meant without the kids. So go on a solo cruise. There's not much I didn't meet. Create a nonprofit. Back to what I said. We assess the goals and see if that's a goal you still want to do. If you don't really have to give yourself a reason why, but I can share with you. Create a nonprofit. So idealistically, I thought I wanted to create a nonprofit. The more you know, the more you'll understand. In business, I have a business that has over a decade of longevity. Creating a nonprofit would take away from that longevity. So what I would need to do is create a social aspect of my business that gives back to the community, and I don't have to create a nonprofit. So you do that under a for-profit business. And that happens when you start, getting your business federally certified and all of these different things that I've been diligently working on, not realizing I wouldn't even have to create a nonprofit if I do all of the paperwork to start getting in grants for my business to be able to give back to the community in the way that I would like to. Secure a brand deal. I don't know that I still want to do that because, again, as a business owner who has a number of streams of income, securing a brand deal, I don't want to have to pay taxes on something that Sephora gave me for free, because they're going to send you a bill for that. It's free. You got to do your, that's not on the top of my list. So I actually removed it from my, I removed that from the bingo card. So again, we're at like a few goals. There's 3 that I've mentioned so far, 4 that I've mentioned. 2, I'm going to utilize my resources to be able to do, and the other 2, I don't need to do them. I just don't want to do them. I'm pivoting from those goals. Get 5 clients a week. In my business, I only really need about 3 to sustain, and I was overachieving and saying I wanted 5 a week, and I never really reached that goal. It would be 4 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week. So I never really reached that one. And I plan to add it back to the business, add it back to the bingo card because I was looking at getting clients in one aspect of my business, whereas I could just count all aspects of all the businesses that I do, whether it be consulting or whatever else that I do. I do a number of things. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, I crossed off quite a bit. Like, honestly, this whole bingo card could have been finished in just one more, like the one where it says secure a brand deal. I bought some art. I wanted to do that. Um, grow the Black Girl Say Something TikTok. When we started this year, how many followers do we have on the TikTok? You remember? You have to look in your notes. It probably was like 50.
Wait.
Black Girl Say Something. Yeah, TikTok.
Let me see. I was just looking at that shit too.
Probably 50. But with that being said, oh, let me pose real quick because then I could use this for the for the poster.
I know.
You know why I ain't been making no posters? Because I be forgetting to pose.
I'm glad that you remember because that shit be so aggravating.
But the TikTok, so one of the goals was to grow Black Girl Say Something TikTok. There's 520 something now on my Black Girl Say Something TikTok. And I think at the top of the year, we probably started with 50. So we've grown. And over there, follow us because I do be saying something. I'm not a dancer. I don't be following the trends. Very rarely I could do a good lip sync. But don't get over there thinking that you finna see trends and dancing.
You know what? That should have been on your card because my sister couldn't.
I couldn't lip sync. I
So-
couldn't.
so say
Them
what
sounds,
you like.
lip syncing with them sounds, it's like
It
I
was
always.
lacking.
It was almost like watching those movies and my mouth was moving, but the sound was coming after. Horrible.
But you got it now.
I got it now.
Mhm.
So, news flash. I got it. And learn, what is this? Learn full glam makeup. Y'all been on me with the journey as I've been learning makeup. Yes. I brought that to YouTube. That was not one of the first things that I brought to YouTube, but doing my makeup on live and even before the live, like doing my makeup and then having the editor edit the content. Yes, that was, and she's an amazing editor. At Ina on the daily. We'll probably link her in the description of this episode. So she edits she edits some of our content, all the transitions and stuff. Yeah, she does really good work with that. So putting the captions and all of that, creating, producing our content. Yeah, she does really good with that. So yeah, I learned full glam makeup and y'all was with me on the journey, and I actually hope to post a video from last December to this December of what I learned so far in doing my makeup. Like when I first started, it was just like, was I really even doing makeup?
You
You
had
know
80
what?
subscribers.
You was.
Oh, TikTok. We had 80 TikTok. 80 TikTok followers. Now we have 500.
No, I lied. That was YouTube subscribers, and then you had 237 followers. Damn, that's crazy.
Growth.
Stay consistent, y'all boys.
Stay consistent.
237, I like that.
You was doing makeup back then. You was. Your eyebrows. Is what you wasn't.
No, Lord.
That's too much of my girl.
Because I stumbled across a picture and I was like, my sister really.
And so the goal was, backstory, the goal was, I don't know, the last year for my birthday when I got my makeup done by the makeup artist, it just felt like that was going to be our last time of her doing my makeup. And she didn't give me no inkling. It just felt like it was going to be the last time. So this time, I don't usually be chatting when I'm getting my makeup done. I be getting my makeup done. And, it's the regular conversation like, oh, girl, how the kids? How you doing? What's your birthday plans? Because she's only been doing my makeup for my birthday for the last 4 years. So I'm like, okay, it just felt like it was going to be the last time. So I'm getting my makeup done, but I'm asking her like, oh, well, what do you recommend? What concealer? She was telling me how she'd be mixing stuff. Already in my brain, I'm like, I really just want one thing and be done. So she was explaining to me the different powders and all that. And I'm like, I don't really I ain't.
You ain't had no pencil, no paper.
Girl, no cue card. Like, you ain't gonna give me a little index card. You ain't gonna write this down, take a picture, nothing. Anywho, that was October of 2020. October 2023, she did my makeup. I just got up one day in December and was like, I want to learn how to do makeup. And I went to Sephora, got a color match. That didn't too much work out. After a bunch of taking things back, because you know, brands do brands do need to be able to y'all got it going on. Unless y'all want to add to the conversation.
She said,
um, but I just got up one December and I was like, you know, I'm gonna go to Sephora and see how to get some makeup. And so I did, and you know, watching some TikTok videos, of course, I gotta make sure I watch a video that they have the close to the same complexion as me. So then I found somebody who had an amazing lip combo. I'm like, I'm gonna go buy that. So I go buy it. I started looking up like black-owned brands because I feel like the black-owned brands are gonna have more of a shade range that's gonna be comparable to what I need for my shade, and that worked. And it was Danessa Myricks. And then I seen that, you know, for products that's not really so color heavy, I could use things like from Target, which was like NYX and Elf. Elf? Is it Elf? And NYX and Elf. So like for my primer, for my setting spray, NYX for my eyebrows. And so I started learning in different sections. It was first the concealer, then what is this? Foundation, concealer,
your concealer was really good. You were doing that on the cruise.
eyebrows. Um, yeah, but I had learned it. Remember, we went on the cruise later last year. So I just got up one day and was like, yeah, I wanted to learn how to do makeup. But all I knew at the time was the concealer and the foundation. I didn't do eyebrows. Because if my eyebrows are waxed, I'm good to go and just put on some lashes. Then I got real fancy lip combo, eyeshadow, contour. I was like, oh, setting powder. I'm like, oh, girl, you in there. So, anywho, that gave me December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That literally gave me 10 months to learn glam makeup. And so by the time my birthday came, boom, I did my makeup for my photo shoot. And skin like milk, raw photos, just, because my photos don't be getting edited. They'll tell you how I look in my photos is how you gonna see me in person. So if I did that makeup again and you see me in the streets, you'll know that's me. You're not gonna be jump scared. But when I felt like it was gonna be her last time doing my makeup, fast forward, it's like February. She put out a big post on Facebook and Instagram and was like, she moving to somewhere where it's cold. Now I know she a Fort Lauderdale girl. She moving to somewhere where it's cold and she big belly pregnant. Her and her man moving. So I was like, oh, that was her last time doing makeup. So that little intuition, that little bit of intuition, that little bit of this feel like it's gonna be the last time, let me learn. Kicked in, and I wasn't even shocked. I was like, you know what? I learned how to do it. And she I guess she wasn't gonna be doing makeup no more because she was like, yeah, she's thankful for all the clients and the, you know, the people, and but y'all gotta learn how to find somebody else or learn how to do it yourself. So I did, and so I'm proud of it, and I hope she's doing really well.
She left her clients. That was a little bit of intuition.
Oh yeah.
Continue.
So listening to my intuition, I was able to just learn, and so I'm really happy that I learned how to do my makeup. Like, and it feels like a little bit of therapy. Like when I'm sitting down and I'm doing this whole thing. But you know what? I also like to paint. I definitely think on my bingo card I'm gonna put paint more. I got a bunch of canvases in there. I need to paint more. And I need to sell the paintings that I have. I'm gonna get better about that. I need to just sell the ones I have because I do be just painting just to paint. But I have some really nice paintings that I think would do great on like Marketplace or something. Or maybe I'll create a link and link them in my episode. Maybe y'all want to support an artist.
When she told me that, I didn't know she actually did it. Why you did this to my dog?
Oh, with the bow on him.
So I have put a bow on the dog.
Why you did that to my son?
Her son is crazy.
I had put a bow on the dog when I was decorating for Christmas. One of the one like this, but it don't have glitter on it. But yeah, so listening to your intuition, but I think I'm gonna add, let me write that down. I'm gonna add, do more art in whatever form that is. I picked up a couple of hobbies this year. Legos was one of them.
I just be real specific because I need to pull out that Cricut machine at least 4 times next year.
Yeah. Shit, I was gonna say 4 times a month, but okay.
No, because if I start, then I'll just, because if I create like 4 projects,
Mhm.
they'll last.
Okay. I'm gonna get serious about my Etsy, because even like the bingo card, somebody was like, "Oh, do you have a template?" And I was like, "Hold on, hold my beer. I'm gonna get back." Yes, yes. So it's coming. I did post some things to Etsy this year. Again, and then there's the bingos you don't write down that you know. I'm going to be more intentional about writing them down. So like do more art. I just wrote that one down. Get more serious about Etsy. Because I created a couple of things this year. I published a book, an ebook, for people in my field of business to help them pivot. I also published a guide for parents uh, to create like a point system, a reward system for their kids. So we created that. And when I talk about like having clients, again, that is something that I can create consultations with if they really, really are interested. But it's something that you can purchase and edit yourself. I want to do more dynamic speaking, not just in the field of what I'm in, but in other areas where I can empower those to do better and be better, if they want to. Because you know I'm not about to waste my breath. But if people pay for a ticket to come to an event, they serious. They want to hear what you gotta say. I'm gonna be a lot more selective with my time and how it's spent. I think I did pretty good with that this year. I did pretty good with that this year. I don't think I just was frivolously doing things. Everything was with intention and with purpose.
You was working hard.
Yeah, with intention and purpose.
It was on the calendar. It wasn't spur.
What else I had on here that I'm willing to talk about, because y'all do know we have subscriber only content over on Spotify. It will be in the link of the description of this episode, where if you become a subscriber, over on that side, this black girl has even more to say. So if you enjoyed this live and you want to know more about the goals, because there's some things that's on this goals list. Of course, my daughter watches the live, y'all. So there's some things on the goals list that I would like to talk to you all about, but I'll talk about it on the subscriber side. And they have a good time over there on the subscriber side, because you actually can leave comments or questions of things you want me to talk about or things you want to know, and I answer them. So over there, where this black girl here has something to say, over there I have even more to say. But I thank y'all for hanging out with me, sipping some tea. Not even sponsored, so I'm not trying to show their name. But if they want to sponsor me, they can. But Merry Christmas, Merry Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you do, enjoy. And remember, you can tune into Black Girl Say Something every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, whatever the buttons are. Do them all. Follow us on TikTok. Like us on Facebook. Yeah, we over there too. We old school. So, you know, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in.